Hi crafty friend, it's Justine Dvorak from Stationery by Justine, where when I craft, my world stands still. Today, this is a video collaboration with my bestie, Melanie Smith, so be sure to check out her video when this one is finished. I will have it linked in the description, as well as any other details you might need to know about the products I'm using here today. And I will also have her video linked at the end of the video as an end card. So I hope you go check out what Melanie is making and check out Syberia. She has a wonderful new release, and we are using some things from her new release, like the stencil and the stamp set. We are the Better Press babes, Melanie and I, and so there's also a new Better Press set that is so beautiful. I have the stamped version, so you'll see different cards that I've made with it on my Instagram as well. If you are not following me over on Instagram, be sure to check out that. I have it all linked down below. And if you shop with Syberia, I do have an affiliate link. Again, I have everything listed down below in the description, so if you're curious, you can go ahead and check that out. But Syberia has such beautiful florals and really cute little critters like this. And if you like mermaids and cats, she also has a new stamp set that has mermaids and cats. It's really cute. But I love a good stencil, and so I really enjoyed working with this one. I thought it was super fun for some great backgrounds. I love like a halftone texture kind of style, and this one was just a little bit similar to that, but it has the ability to be like bubbles, or it could be stone, or it could just be like a really fun abstract background. So I decided to make it a background for my shaker card. I'm going to make a full panel shaker today, and so I'm using some distress inks here. I always love a good pink and yellow. They blend together so nicely to make a really pretty orange. So my little stamped images that I colored are kind of like lemon and pink and blue. So I'm really leaning into those bright colors for like a take on the primary colors, which is red, yellow, blue, but turning red into pink for this card. And I'm just going to clean off my grip mat, and I probably should have left it be because I decided to make the frame kind of match. I didn't want it to get lost in the sauce and leave it white, so you're going to see my grip mat isn't as grippy because it is just slightly damp from the water I just sprayed to clean it off. But regardless, we're just going to ink it up and we'll be good to go. I love the nesting dies are just fantastic. Nesting dies and then word dies or sentiment dies that have a shadow. Those kind of dies are my favorite because you can pair them with anything at all in your craft room and you can make such fun and beautiful things. So here we go. This nesting die set is super pretty, and it kind of reminds me of like drippy ice cream or like a treat. And then they have another, like every other layer is something different. So there's this one that's kind of like drippy, I would call it, in a cute way. Not in a bad way, but a cute way. And then they have one that's more of like a little puff edge like that. Do you see that one? And then they have just a regular rectangle. So you can check out that die set for yourself and get a really good look at it. But I like that there's a little bit of variety in that one nesting die, so you can choose what you want and you can decide on that. Now there's also coordinating dies for the stamp set, which I adore. I will fussy cut, but if there's a die, better believe that I'd love to have it. It just makes things so much easier to die cut out. So I'm just going to arrange those on my die cutting machine and then run that through, and I will have it all die cut. There's also dies for the sentiments on the stamp set. The stamp set is so darling and it has really cute sentiments. All right, so there they are, all die cut out. I did go ahead and die cut out a white rectangle with the puffy die, and then I did a blue rectangle with just some blue cardstock. Now I'm going to go ahead and just eyeball the size of my paper here. This is a full panel shaker window. I'll have that linked below as well. The one I'm using is from Trinity. And I'm just going to trim down my paper. I think when I was doing my stenciling, my paper was just a hair too big for an A2 panel. So I've got it all set there. And you might have watched when I was stenciling and saw that my stencil went off a little, and that's okay. I wanted it to be a little wonky. So you can use it, have it go straight or have it wonky. I like a wonky look. All right, I'm removing Rip and Stick from 3 sides, and I'm removing the protective film from my shaker window. Super shiny, isn't it? Gorgeous. Okay, and then I'm putting my panel down and then pressing firmly with a little bone folder tool on the edges just to make sure everything is nice and adhesed. So it's all good. And I always like to do the one side and then do the other sides, leaving one side open because we need to add some fun shaker bits to that shaker card, of course. I'm using some flatter shaker bits. We'll have them linked below as well. And then these really cute little stars. I think that this combination was just super cute and perfect for the stamp set. All right, I'm removing the last edge and folding it over and giving it a firm press on every side. There it is, a shaker card. It's my favorite way to make shakers, and it's just so fun to add shakers to stamped images. I could have the yellow on top of the pink or the pink on top of the yellow, or have it yellow yellow or pink pink. So there was some choices being made in my head there, but I ended up having it be tone on tone. So yellow on yellow, pink on pink, and having the yellow be on the top. That just looked cute in my head. All right, I'm going to go ahead and just set this off to the side with a few magnets on the corners, and just to make sure that they are getting nice and stuck down. Remember, anytime you use a liquid glue on top of a shiny plasticky type surface like that shaker window, it just takes a little bit for that glue to dry and for things to get nice and sticky. All right, I'm going to go ahead and use my Misty here, my little mini Misty, to kind of determine where I want my sentiment to go. And I think I would like my sentiment on the bottom as a little bit of an anchor for my little critters here. I always have such a hard time picking the sentiment because, especially on this one, there's so many cute sentiments and they all are just very darling. So I went ahead with this one. I'll be able to read it to you in just a second, but I'm going to go ahead and use the exact same pink that I used for ink blending. So everything is very matchy, which I love. And I'm going to go ahead and do that 2 times so it is nice and clear. Sometimes ink can bead up on new stamps. I probably should just have used a little bit of cleaner on it first, but it's fine. Okay, now for adding all my layers, I like to use a little bit of a mixture of foam and just regular glue. So I'm going to go ahead and use these foam strips to just pop up this layer. And then on some of the layers, I just use glue, but it's all just for dimension's sake. Now, my little critters here, I want the one that has the pink bowl and the panda and the bunny, oh, they're so cute, to be on top of the layers here, and then have the other 2 on the sides. So it is blue, pink, blue, because that makes sense in my brain. And so we will just add those on there. I did not color these on camera. I really find that coloring is very relaxing. So I will go ahead and just color a whole bunch of things and then turn my camera on and make cards with them. You might have saw at the beginning, I had a whole bunch of other little critters in a rainbow and like a line of rainbows. So that one will be posted on my Instagram. I have completed that card and it is super cute and fun. So I think you'll like it if you like this stamp set. All right, I'm using those magnets again to secure my little panel. And now I'm going to be very, very fussy and pick out just the yellow stars to decorate my pink bowl. And I'm just going to put them on a little bit randomly just for extra sparkle and excitement on this bowl. Several of the stamps in the set have decorations on the bowl, and I thought that this would be a fun way to decorate this bowl. And you can also stamp right onto that bowl some of the smaller sentiments, and that would be super cute as well. So let me know what you think about this card down in the comments. Remember to check out Melanie's video. I will have it linked at the end and in the description, and have everything for you down in the description as far as details about our little collaboration and also links to Alex Syberia's website. So I hope you've enjoyed, and we'll see you next time. Bye, crafty friend.